Hi everyone, Mike Harris, Goals Director of Public Policy, back again for another legislative update. We're doing the series weekly to fill you in on what's going on up at the Massachusetts State House and to outline a bill you should know about. I'll also tell you how to get in touch with your legislator and what you can do to get involved. Let's get started. The State House is still closed to the general public, and since it is August, the legislature is actually in their summer recess at the moment. This means they are not in what is called formal session right now. As required by the Massachusetts Constitution, each branch of the legislature, the Senate and the House, must meet every 72 hours. This means that they must gavel the body into order and take up the orders of the day, whatever's on the calendar. On days when they meet in formal session, it is probably what you picture when you think of the traditional lawmaking process. The chambers are full of representatives or senators debating the pros and cons of pieces of legislation before they take official votes on them. This means they can discuss kind of any matter that's placed before them. Now, given the fact that meeting every 72 hours for a formal session would be a bit of a burden for both the legislators and the citizens, the houses can also meet in what is called informal session. Typically, informal sessions are held each Monday and Thursday. No roll call votes can be taken, and only non-controversial issues on which no legislator voices disagreement can be considered. This is typically where local matters are taken up, where a legislator must file state legislation to help their communities with certain procedural matters, things like that, like zoning. Bills in informal sessions are considered and approved by a voice vote only, and if any member objects, the matter or motion cannot and does not advance. The attendance is taken, or no attendance is taken, my apologies, and only a handful of members usually attend, including a member of the minority party, a representative of the Progressive Caucus, and any member who anticipates their bills may be approved during that session. And speaking of bills, in the spirit of the Commonwealth's recent tax-free weekend, I'd like to talk to you about two bills. House Bill 3013, an act relative to sales tax exemptions for gun safes and trigger locks, and House Bill 3014, an act relative to gun safe deductions. Both bills were filed by Representative David Meridian and were referred to the Joint Committee on Revenue, where they are currently awaiting a hearing date. I'll let you know when that happens. But H 3013 would make the purchase of personal gun safes and trigger locks exempt from the Commonwealth's sales tax, and H 3014 would make the purchase of a gun safe 100% tax deductible up to $2,000. Goal assisted Representative Meridian in drafting these bills, so we are certainly in favor of their passage. And the idea behind these pieces of legislation is kind of twofold. On the one hand, we feel they would be a bit of positive encouragement for gun owners to properly and safely store their guns in their homes. And why not give people trying to do the right thing a break for a change, right? But on the other hand, the Commonwealth's firearm storage laws require gun owners to purchase the items addressed in the legislation or similar things. So why not make it easier and less expensive for gun owners to actually follow the law? Novel idea, right? But that is it for this week's Goal Update. You can find out who your legislators are and get in touch with them by going to Goal's website, goal.org, where there is a link to an interactive map that can help you find your legislator's contact information. And we'll put that link down in the description below. As always, please get involved and help us advocate for you by advocating for your rights yourself. Despite how it might seem, sometimes talking to your legislators really can help. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.